want to see a trick? Wait. So cool. So cool. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I will be maximum disappointed if you gain less than a stone over Easter weekend. That's what I'll be doing. So today I just want to do a really bright, colourful look. It's a really lovely weekend, it's Easter weekend, sun's shining, obviously we can't go out as much, but I just want to do something fun, and I want to have bright eyes, and I want some bright greens and blues and pinks and purples. So if you want to do something a bit more exciting, get your colourful juices flowing, then make sure to carry on watching, and I will show you how to recreate this look and go from this to this. Insert clip. Okay, so as usual, I'm going to start with my eyes, as I always do. So I'm going to take my P.Louise base, as you've seen before, and I'm going to pop it a bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to take my flat packed round bevel brush, my elf one. I'm just going to pat it out with my finger, because I think it blends a bit easier. Now I'm going to go into my Jawbreaker palette. Oh, shiny. And I'm going to take the bubblegum shade, just like a medium flat pink. And I'm going to run that as my transition shade, so I want that to be my blending shade. I'm going to take a fluffy brush that I have, it's just a Anastasia one that came in one of the palettes. I'm going to run that right above. I'm going to build it, so a little bit, and keep adding, because I don't want to, because I've left my base wet underneath. I don't want to put too much product down and then it gets stuck and then it just looks whack. I'm just going to pick some more of the colour up and just make the colour a bit more dense, a little bit lower down, so just to deepen it up. Now I'm going to take my Riviera palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to take the shade Bahamas, which is just a brighter pink shade, with the same brush, and I'm just going to bring that lower. So I just want that nearer my crease, a little bit lower, and I'm going to blend that up into that bubblegum shade. Okay, now I'm going to take a tighter packed brush, just a bit of a smaller tapered brush. It's my Morphe M330. And I'm going to take, from the Riviera palette again, the shade Cans. Just this like dark purple. I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that right in the crease. I go back in with the brush I was using before just to blend out those edges and make sure that all of the colours are meshed in together. Colourful, colourful. Oh, I hate doing this. Okay, so now I'm going to cut crease the inner third of my lid. So I'm going to go back in with the P.Louise that's on the back of my hand, and that brush that I used to lay down the base. And I'm just going to do the inner third. I get like arm ache. Okay. If you saw my 10 top tips video, you'll know why I go a little bit higher on my cut crease. If you haven't, watch it. Now I'm going to take just this Urban Decay brush that I have. It's a dual-ended one. I just want that densely packed rounded brush at the top. And I'm going to pick up from my Jawbreaker palette the colour Brain Freeze. It's just this pale blue. I'm going to pick that up and pop it just on the outside of that inner third there to blend into the purple in a minute. Now I'm going to go into my Urban Decay palette, my electric palette, just because I really want this bright, I'm not going to be able to show you this without the mirror, this bright greeny shade here. It's called Freak. And I want to put that on my inner third, so I'm going to take that on the same brush and just pop that inside. Then I'm going to take from the Anastasia palette just that pure white shade, which is called Snails. I'm actually going to take that with the smaller end of the brush on that very, very inner corner just before the green and blend that in. I really want to add a glitter or shimmer to the green on this because I really want the green to pop. I want it to be the focus point. So I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty. I'm going to go in with this shade here. Just like this really bright green shimmer with a bit of a gold in it. And I'm going to just take it on my finger and just put it on top of the green that I've laid down. I'm going to go back in with that old brush and just take a bit of the blue just to bring more attention to it near the outer V. I'm going to go back in with that purple can shade from the Anastasia palette, and I'm just going to darken up the outer V and blend it into the blue. Okay, so that's one eye done. I'm going to go do my other eye, do my liner, put my lashes on, and then I'll come back to show you the rest of my face. Okay, so I just put on my eyeliner and mascara and lashes. For my eyeliner I use the same one I usually do, my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. Mascara I just used my L'Oreal Voluminous. Interesting. For mascara I used my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. Had it a while, it's just a really, really black one. Doesn't do too much for lifting or anything, but I just needed it underneath lashes. And then for my lashes, I used my Ardell Double Demi Whispies. They are a bit long, I didn't trim them, I couldn't be bothered. I'm going to take my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. It's just a really nice, I've used a lot. But I'm just going to take it with my fingers. It's just a really nice blurring one for your skin. I'm also going to take my Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Primer and Setting Spray. As I've said before, my skin's just quite dry at the moment, so I just want an extra boost of nourishment. Ooh! Just gonna pin my fringe up because it's annoying me. Okay. I'm gonna take my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte foundation. Sorry, my hand's a bit grubby. I've been putting the shadows on it. It's just a very nice, quite full coverage foundation. I'm going to pop some on my fluffy stippling brush. And I'm just going to lay it over the face. And then buff it in. I can't stand the look of foundation lips. I'm quite blemishy at the moment, so I'm just going to take some of my Nars creme brulee light 2.5 soft matte concealer just to spot conceal. Oh, there's a hair. And I'm just going to put it where my little blemishes are, because they are not playing. Now I'm going to take my Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in the shade Marshmallow. I'm going to take a little and pop it under my eyes. Oh, it's a bit more than a little. I lied. I'm actually going to take some of the Nars concealer as well, the soft matte and creamy one, and I'm just going to put that nearer the outside because I don't want to be completely white under my eyes, and this concealer's a little pale. So this will give it something to blend into. Just going to use my finger and pat that out. Then before I blend out the other eye, I'm going to take my little Real Techniques brush and some Airspun powder. It's just this one that I've had for a long time, but it is very good. And I'm just going to set directly under that eye. Now I'm gonna bronze. I actually just bought the Huda Beauty Tantour in the shade Fair, and I really want to try it, so I might try it now. I'm gonna take that on my big stippling brush and then dab it where I like my bronzer. Oh, okay, I can go heavier with that. Okay, now I'm going to set my face. I'm going to use the Airspun powder again. It's just this one. I actually got this off Amazon, but I have had it a very long time. I'm going to take my big fluffy Real Techniques brush and tap off the excess and just powder all over my face. Now I want to finish my under eyes, so I'm going to go back into my electric palette and take that bright green shade, which is on the inside, called Freak. And I'm going to take my Urban Decay dual-ended brush, which just came in one of my palettes, because it's got this really tightly packed small brush on the end, and I want that. So I'm going to take the shade Freak, and I'm just going to put that on the inside of the lower lash line. Teddy wants to make another cameo. Say hello. Say hello. Yes? Okay. Okay, so I've just done the inside of the lower lash line with the green Freak shade. Now I'm going to go back into my Riviera one and just take that purple can shade, and I'm going to blend that from the outside into that green. Actually, I think I'm going to put the blue in there as well. So I'm going to go back into the Jeffree Jawbreaker palette and tap onto that blue Brain Freeze shade, which is just above. And I'm going to put that in between the green and the purple, just to mirror the eyeshadow that's above it. Okay, so now I'm just going to go into my waterline, and I'm going to take my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Stargazer. It's just this really bright gold pencil, which I like. I like it for the waterline because it's very shimmery and it really shows up. Now I'm just going to take my mascara, my Voluminous black mascara from L'Oreal, just to do my under eyelashes. Okay, next I want to take just more of a contour shade, more of an ashy brown, and just run it just along the cheekbone. I'm actually going to take one of my Tropic shades. Hard to show you. It's in my massive, so I'm going to use this one. It's one of the Tropic contour shades, and I just really like it because it's got a really ashy tone and it's perfect for contouring. I'm going to take it on my It Cosmetics brush. I got this ages ago, but it's just a really nice densely, sorry I've already powdered it, really nice densely packed like long brush. It's really good to pack it along that cheekbone. I like it. I'm going to take a tiny bit more of that contour powder and just run it lightly along my jawline and pull it down a little, just to give the illusion of a shadow. Makes me look like I have one less chin. So I'm going to use my MAC blush in Fleur Power, which I used before, for my rainbow look. I'm just going to take my Real Techniques B02, it's just a little tapered brush, take some of the pink, dust it off, and just blend it up my cheekbone and onto the apples of the cheek. Now I'm going to use my Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 primer and setting spray like I did to begin with, and I'm just going to set my face with it. Whoa. Now I'm going to take my Elizabeth Arden First Mate Radiance highlighter. I've had this one a long time. It's a cream highlighter and I'm pretty sure it was limited edition. I really like it. It's got like pinks and golds and all sorts of different sheens in it. So I'm going to take up my finger and just pat that on the top of my cheekbone here. I actually think I want more because it's quite a bold look. I think I just want it very highlighty. So I'm going to take my Hourglass Ambient Light palette. It's just this one, and it's got all different kind of little sections in it. It's got the bronze and blushes, setting powders, and then this middle one's the highlighter. It's just a really nice champagne. And on top of that, I'm going to take a bit, not too much because it's cream, it should stick to it quite well. I'm just going to layer some of that on top. Then I'm going to use my finger and I'm just going to take that and put it on the inner corner of my eyes. So I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Buff Matte Lipstick, and it's just kind of more of a nudie tone, but it has got like a kind of a dusty pink shade in it. And I'm just going to whack that on. So I'm going to take my MAC Honey Love, which is just a bit more of a paler nude, and I'm just going to run that on the inside. Okay, I'm gonna do my brows quickly and then I'll hop back on to sign off. Okay, so I just went off and did my brows off camera. I just used my Benefit Brow cream and I just filled them in. But yeah, that's completes the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just fun. It's just a bit of bright, fun makeup, just to enjoy the weekend, just to play around. Let me know in the comments if there's anything in the future you'd like to see. Make sure you subscribe and press the bell button so that it notifies you when I upload my videos. But yeah, and I will see you in the next one. I hope everyone's healthy and safe and well, and I will see you soon. Okay, thanks, bye!